to their young children or other children's, and even what we wear on our shirts when we go out in public. As a reporter of my own self, who's been, been a victim from sexual attack from when I was a young male, I know there's many more kids and young males and females who are part of a larger part of who've been through much more harder facts. Now, the pedofactal fact of that whole Epstein fact with all those sick old males and sick Democrats, Republicans, whomever, rich, wealthy, doesn't matter who they are. The fact is they're criminals for they're interested in young boys and girls. It doesn't matter which. And the fact is they're not yet all in the list of what people look for when they're worrying about who's who and who lives where. And the fact is in Minnesota, there's a young male who took himself on a fact in this part here by Maria Villarreal, where dad murders a pedophile with some antlers from a moose. Now, if you go and check that article out, which I'll post in the facts, you'll see a lot of people are saying that they should bring back laws that give people the right to go and basically take the life of somebody who's a pedophile. You know what I say to this? No. That's exactly the kind of world which Donald Trump, the administration, and the most parts of America, regardless if you're on the left or the right, are trying to push this whole, let's just bring back the open world away from the civil facts that will ruin our children. And we don't need that. We have enough of that. There's way too much of that spreading on the internet, in line, in public, taking away from bringing the strength of our youthful world where kids need to be the ones leading us through their strength and giving their open doors in their world where they can build a better future, because it's pretty obvious that adults and generations now haven't been trying their best or haven't been really reaching out to the fact of strength and through the younger minds that can build a far better world than the one we're currently seeing growing through and falling apart and dividing furthermore with all the BS nonsense lies, dividing, the toxicity, the bullying. It's got to come to a point where we finally realize that adults have got to start answering for that responsibility as adults and standing up and giving the more proud facts to our younger generations to stand up and lead. That's what needs to be answered. The kind of answers coming from online is not what's coming to the truth of what we need, because we can see it from the administration of Donald Trump. We can see it from many of our leaders. We can see it from some adults in our own country. Mental health is not yet answered. Young boys and young girls growing through this every single day, even young boys too. Yes, they get forgotten because the topic is a lot of the girls. We need to stand up for our kids, our boys, our girls, regardless. Mcluvin News, without the present, there is no future.